I am giving it a 7, and highs will be well into the 80s tomorrow and even hotter next week. A good amount of sunshine out there today with a few cumulus clouds. We did make it up to 83 so far. They've been just kind of this little bubble.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, where it's been raining there. So atmospheric rivers and especially in mountainous areas can be very complicated.
It looks like it, yeah.
And because wind, and so many different little pieces coming together. But the bottom line, it will switch over to rain in the lowest valley more than likely. Now on our cloud cam, it's really hard to see because we do have some clouds. And this is just a prime example of even when the relative humidity is a little bit higher and you see clouds, fire danger can still be high, especially if winds are strong enough. Now relative humidity is a capacity. It's not the exact amount of moisture itself. So I have this tall jar here. This indicates warmer air. There'd be temperatures in perhaps the 90s. And then in the smaller jar, this would be cold air, and that would be temperatures in the 40s. Now I filled both of these to about 70%. The moisture is off in the ocean and it's going to get fed in here overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Cold enough initially for snow in the valley, but this system also will have a warm front with it. So that's why once we get behind that warm front, the snow level will rise in the valley to switch from snow to rain. Up and down I-80 still in the blue there, including Truckee. So that would be snow, rain snow mix into Portola as well as into Loyalton. Air is very dry. Dry air at least cools off quickly at night. So it feels like fall, at least in the morning, but still feels like summer this afternoon. I'm really thankful that I'm wearing shoes because otherwise it would burn my feet. The neat thing is, so you can actually buy one of these little temperature guns or thermometers, and it just requires some batteries, and we're going to test it out right now. We did earlier today, and I already noticed it's a little bit cooler, but if it look towards behind me on the asphalt here, shows 124 degrees. Good morning. It is slick up there. I mean, they did get a good amount of snow. It's pretty to see, though.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a beautiful view.
It's kind of a sight for sore eyes. We haven't had a lot of this
right?
season.
Yeah. I mean, especially a couple months ago, it was dry, and then finally things are starting to get its act together. And this is just one of those cases where, March can be a really good month for us.
It was last year.
Right. And so it looks like this month it will be a good month for us as well.
Good.
So, yeah, that's why they call it a miracle March. Sometimes. I don't know if this is quite a miracle March, but at least it's helping our cause.
Absolutely. That snowpack is top of mind right now.
Yeah, we need something, and we're going to get more snow today, and we'll get more snow next week as well. But along with snow, of course, cause some travel problems as well. So your driving impacts for Donner, it's high, as well as Mount Rose Highway, mainly because of the leftovers here, and then on and off again snow showers. Up in the foothills in the valley, I do have it on medium, but keep in mind the ice, it's very patchy. It's not widespread. You're not going to see it everywhere, but it could sneak up on you, especially on bridges and overpasses and up in the foothills as well, because any remaining puddles will freeze this morning as temperatures are at or below freezing. We don't have a lot on radar, but we've been watching this batch of snow right over Portola really for the last few hours, still snowing there and moving down to the south. We also have a mix of rain and snow from Lovelock up to Winnemucca here. All these bands are going to kind of rotate around to the backside of an area of low pressure and come in here from the northeast. We do have a lot of high level cloudiness, but no rain or snow out at the airport. 31 degrees right now. The wind does make it feel cooler, so definitely need your winter coat this morning and the gloves. Most of us are at least near freezing. It is 33 degrees in Lovelock, 34 in Fallon, 21 in South Tahoe. The cold air has arrived. Yesterday we were on the warm side of the system. Today we're on the colder side of the system, and it's going to be more scattered, not as persistent. But overall, we have this huge area of low pressure that's moving in a counterclockwise fashion like a pinwheel. So you can see these bands rotating around it here. And we are seeing some snow anywhere from northeastern Nevada and then again into northeastern California. And a little bit some light snowfall here near Pyramid Lake and Lovelock. But we're going to continue to see these on and off again snow showers rotate around this low through at least this evening. So there will be times where it will be dry and then it will pick up again. It also is convective in nature, meaning it's like thunderstorms, so you can get a quick burst of some heavy snowfall, especially up in the Sierra. This continues until the evening hours, and then after dark, we're going to start to dry out. And with that being said, it's going to get even colder tonight, and that means puddles will have an even easier time freezing overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. But look at that. We'll see blue sky on Friday. Tomorrow will be a nice day, but it will be chilly with highs still below average. First, we have to get through the snow today. We could see an additional additional 1 to 4 inches of snowfall up in the Sierra, and it will be slick along our mountain passes. In Ely today, a high of 34 degrees, 33 in Austin, 45 in Hawthorne. So a good 10 degrees below average for this time of year. Feeling more like winter today, mid-40s in the Basin and Range. So roads will improve there as the day goes on, but slick there this morning and slick there again tonight. Watch out for some patchy patchy black ice out there this morning. Highs will be into the lower 40s. Overnight tonight will drop down into the teens and 20s, and then 30s today around Lake Tahoe. So it is going to be cold there, cold enough for snow. High of 33 degrees in South Tahoe with a winter weather advisory posted. And in Reno today, high of 43, a mix of rain and snow. It will melt as it hits the ground today, but then it will refreeze after dark. And so it could be slick in spots tonight into tomorrow morning. As far as your 7-day forecast here, though, we get a break from the stormy weather Friday through Sunday. Sunday will be a great day, high of 62. And as soon as we warm up, we'll cool down again. Another system will move in next week. Actually, a couple of them, one on Tuesday and then a stronger one Wednesday and Thursday.
Little roller coaster for us here.
Right, for sure. I mean, definitely want your seatbelt on with this one.
Welcome to March.
Yes.
Thank you, Angela.
And it will be quite hot this weekend if you want to do anything outdoors. I am giving it a 7. It will be a touch breezy tomorrow afternoon. Yes, the pesky winds return here on Saturday, but they will be lighter on Sunday and then pick up again on Monday. But tomorrow, not terrible. It's going to feel like a typical summer day. I am giving it a 7, and highs will be well into the 80s tomorrow and even hotter next week. A good amount of sunshine out there today with a few cumulus clouds. We did make it up to 83 so far, but we'll get the update here at 5 p.m. Average is 79, so overall pretty seasonable for this time of year, but it is going to be extra hot here as we get into this upcoming work week. Right now, the temperature is 81 degrees. It is comfortable. It is mild. Just a few clouds out there. Winds are light and coming out of the southeast at 3 miles per hour. Dew point is low, and so is the humidity, so not a ton of moisture out there right now. And compared to yesterday, it's pretty close to where we were in Reno at least, but notice it's several degrees warmer into Lovelock as well as into Fallon. Highs tomorrow will be in the mid to the upper 80s. The storm system is going to stay up to our north, where actually heavy rainfall is likely into Portland and Seattle, but we're going to stay south of the main part of that system. As it moves in tomorrow, though, you will see a little bit of cloud cover and it will be breezy, but for right now, it's pretty quiet out there, a good amount of sunshine, but I am watching a couple showers that are developing here near Susanville into northeastern California, then further to the east into Ely. But for the most part, it is really quiet out there, and tonight it will be dry. Tomorrow, more sunshine than anything else, but a few extra clouds, especially north of I-80. That little system I mentioned, it's going to skirt past us here, and it will bring a little bit of some cloud cover north of I-80. On Sunday, the jet is going to stay just toward north as well. So if you look towards the north on Sunday, you'll see more clouds. Down to the south, there won't be quite as much cloud cover, but overall, it's just going to stay hot with highs into the upper 80s, and it's going to get even hotter here into the beginning of June. From June 6th through June 10th here, according to the Climate Prediction Center, it is trending hotter than average. This doesn't show you how hot it will be, just the likelihood of it being hotter than average, and we got a pretty good shot at that. So bottom line, it's going to be pretty toasty here next week. So if you don't have your AC turned on yet, you probably will need to next week. In Austin tomorrow, high of 78, 80 in Ely tomorrow, 88 in Hawthorne with a low tonight of 57, and mid to upper 80s in the Basin and Range tomorrow with overnight lows in the 50s. So it will be a nice night to open up the windows, and tomorrow afternoon will be in the mid to the upper 80s with a slight breeze out there as well. And overall, a nice day up at Lake Tahoe, but the waters will be a little bit choppy. But overall, a nice outdoor forecast. Just remember to stay hydrated, and also the best time of the day to take your dogs for a walk would be in the morning or evening when it's not quite as hot out there. Up at Lake Tahoe tomorrow, high of 73 degrees, a good amount of sunshine, and we are warming things up. 87 in Reno tomorrow, not record breaking, but at least a few degrees above average for this time of year. So it's going to stay hot over the weekend, a little bit cooler on Monday with a high of 84, and then well into the 90s into next week for at least a few days. It will be well above average, and it will be a little bit breezy from time to time tomorrow. But I think the summer weather for sure has arrived.
Yeah, look at that, high 90s. Whoa.
I know. So coming up during the next newscast, that means it's time for the ice cream forecast.
Wow.
I had to do it.
One day before June.
I know. Well, the forecast calls for it.
Yes.
You rebel, you.
I know. Usually I wait, but not today.
All right, thanks, Angela.
Yes.